guys, so welcome back to another video. Today is going to be it's an exciting one, but I'm always excited about every video. But I was so kindly gifted with a whole bunch of goodies from a friend of mine on Instagram. I am going to link her Instagram and her blog page in the description box, and I don't know if I can link it in the eye or not. I will if I can. I'm not sure if I know how to do that. Anyways, so her name is Lisa, and she actually lives pretty close to me. We kind of found each other in an odd sort of way, but that's a story for another day. Anyways, we kind of became friends on Instagram, and she has quite the following over on her Instagram page. You really need to go check it out. She does a whole lot of makeup reviews, and then she goes ahead and talks like more further in depth about them over on her blog page, which is really cool. So go check her out. Anyway, she was so sweet to send over this whole box of goodies. So she sent me over all of this It Cosmetics products. She sent me over 2 shades of the new It Cosmetics Confidence in a Foundation, and then she sent me one of the Bye Bye Pores Illuminating Pressed Poreless Powders. It's more of a translucent powder. It looks really pretty, actually. Like it almost looks like it even has like a shimmer to it. And then it comes with a little blender in the bottom. Okay, so and then she sent me one of the Bye Bye Pores Under Eye Full Coverage Concealer. Here's what the box looks like, and here is the shade. It is in light amber, which I am so excited to try out this concealer because I've heard nothing but good things about this concealer. Then she sent me one of the Brow Power Universal Brow Pencils. So it is kind of has that shape that it's not a rounded end, it's more of like an oval end. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. But I'm really excited to try this out. And then last but not least, she sent me 2 of the foundations. One is in the shade 110 Light Fair, and then she sent me the 115 Light shade. So I'm going to see which one will work for me. We are going to be trying out all these products today, and then I'm going to be doing a wear test with the foundation because I'm really interested to see how it wears, because it says it's long wear, weightless, full coverage. It's a velvet matte finish, so I'm glad about that because I have oily skin, so I'm glad it's a matte finish. Super excited to try this out, so let's just go ahead and see what we think about these products. Okay, so here are the shades swatched on my hand. The top one is the 115 and the bottom one is the 110. So I think the 110 looks a little bit more of a neutral undertone, and the 115 looks, I don't know, a little more pinky on my skin. So I think I'm going to go with the 110. It is I would call this more of like a medium to full coverage for me anyways. It is pretty full coverage, but I can still see a little bit of my redness peeking through, maybe just a little bit. So I think I'm going to go in with like a little bit more. So I'm liking this coverage. It's not feeling like tacky, like since it's like the rest of my face has dried down. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and go in with the concealer, which I'm not sure if I'm liking the applicator of this because it's in like a squeezy tube. Like I like the doe foots, that way you can just like put it right underneath your eye, whereas this I'm like actually having to go in with my finger. Not sure if I like that idea, because having nails and trying to get like in near your eye is just like next to impossible. So I guess I will just kind of like go like this. I don't know. And I think this shade might be a little bit too dark. I don't know, it's looking pretty good. And I always put a little bit of concealer on my nose because I find like my foundation always wears off pretty fast on my nose, so I always try to put some concealer on my nose just to help with that. Wow, this concealer is actually really nice. I wish it was just a little bit lighter. It's a little bit too warm for me, but we're gonna make it work. I am really enjoying that it did not settle into my lines underneath my eyes. No creasing going on with that at all right now. So now we're just gonna go in with some of this It Cosmetics pressed powder here. We're gonna go ahead and set down the concealer and the foundation. I usually just I will usually set my entire face because I have very oily skin, so if I don't, my foundation will just not last at all, like a couple hours and that's it. Okay, this powder does seem very nice. I don't know, just it's nice. It does seem very like finely milled, and I like that. So far I'm really liking all these products. So then let's just go ahead and try out the It Cosmetics brow pencil. I do like that it comes with a spoolie on one end. And I'm not really going to do nothing too crazy with my brows today because I'm at home all day today. I'm off from work. So I'm just going to kind of like, I think I'm just going to kind of like lightly fill them in. I'm not going to like carve them out or nothing really. The color really worked good for my brows and like my like light brown hair I've got going on right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my face, and I will check in probably like 4 hours, give you an updated wear test and see how it's holding up, and then I want to do another check-in at the end of the day. So see you soon. Hey y'all, so I am back for a middle of the day check-in. It's 6 o'clock actually, because I didn't put this foundation on until it was like noon today. I forgot to tell you guys that at the beginning of this. So it was like around noon when I put this on at 6 o'clock. So it's been on for a while. One thing I have noticed is it's worn off a little bit down here around my chin, but I was laying on the floor and had my head like on a pillow because I was watching a little bit of Netflix. So it has worn off a little bit here on my chin, and then it's starting to break up a little bit on my nose, which honestly, that happens with every single foundation I've ever tried in the history of foundations. I cannot get any foundation to not break up on my nose. Liking the way it's holding up pretty well so far because, you know, all my foundations I have do this exact same thing. So I'm not saying it's like the world's worst foundation, but it's doing pretty good. But I do wish it would have been doing a little bit better. Okay guys, so it is 10 o'clock now, and it has been 10 hours since I have applied this foundation. Overall, my thoughts, I actually really like it. Like, the thing I really like about this foundation is that it feels so lightweight on my face. Like, it is not like, it does not feel like thick or cakey or like really heavy. It doesn't feel like, it doesn't make me feel like that feeling like I want to go strip off this layer off my face because it's 10 o'clock at night. Like, I felt like I could keep wearing this for another whole day, but I'm not going to. Anyways, the point being is that it's very lightweight. It is full coverage. It has actually stayed on pretty decent. Like, I can't say it's did great because it is pretty well all gone around my mouth, and then it is breaking up around my nose like we had talked about like 5 hours ago. But yeah, overall, I would say that if you have dry skin and maybe not more oily skin like me, that this might work out really good for you. But if you have oily skin, You might think about it. I am going to try this with a couple other primers. I did use my Cover FX gripping primer. That's what I used because that primer has really been working out for my oily skin, so that's why I used it. But I will use one of my other primers that I know work good for oily skin and try it with that. But overall, my thoughts on this foundation is I would recommend it. The concealer did end up really going ahead and falling into my creases under my eyes, so I am kind of bummed about that. The brow pencil did really good just for an easy brow day. Really like it. I'm going to keep using all these products because it was gifted to me by Lisa. As I said, don't forget to go check out her channel, or not her channel, she doesn't have a channel. She has an Instagram page and her blog. Go check her out, follow her on that. Again, thank you very much, Lisa, for sending me these products. I feel so blessed. And guys, don't forget that you are absolutely stunning. Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, so if you haven't subscribed already, then click the circular icon in the middle. Or if you want to watch another great video, then click the one on the left or the one on the right.